Jake Thomas Patterson, the man accused of abducting Jayme Closs and killing her parents, in court for the first time to hear the charges against him.
Mr. Patterson, is your name, address, and date of birth correct on the complaint?
Yes, sir.
Details of the crime he's accused of carrying out have emerged, and they are gruesome and shocking. The criminal complaint reveals Patterson planned the crime after spotting Jayme getting onto a school bus, telling investigators he knew that was the girl he was going to take. The chilling details hitting hard, even with the man charged with putting Patterson behind bars.
Most of us here, if not, were parents, and it certainly is something that gives us all pause.
Developments have been coming in fast over the past hour and a half.
And we want to get right to Ben Jordan. He was in the courtroom for Patterson's initial court appearance. Ben.
Stephen, Carol, right before that initial appearance began, around a dozen members of Jayme's family walked into the courtroom. You could sense a very serious tone as they were about to see the man who admitted to kidnapping Jayme and murdering her parents. Let's roll the video of that initial appearance. He appeared via video conference despite his attorney's request to show up in person. The judge followed Barron County protocol for first appearances. The judge took the state's recommendation of a $5 million cash-only bond. The state called him a flight risk given the severity of the charges. He also doesn't have any connection to Barron County, so they believe if bail was more attainable, there would have been a higher likelihood he wouldn't show up for future hearings. He was dressed in an orange jumpsuit and didn't show much emotion. Watch here as Patterson replied to all of the judge's questions with short answers.
Does he wish a preliminary examination?
Yes.
Okay, and is he willing to waive time limits today?
He is willing to waive time limits. We've reviewed that with him previously in person, and he will agree to that.
Okay. Mr. Patterson, are you willing to waive the time limits for a preliminary examination?
Yes, sir.
Did anyone make any threats or promises to get you to waive your right to a preliminary examination?
No.
Excuse me, your time for a preliminary examination, I'm sorry.
No.
And have you had enough time to discuss the waiver of time limits with your attorneys?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Just about an hour ago, the district attorney cleared up a few questions that remain. First, we could be seeing more charges coming out of Douglas County. That's where Patterson admitted to holding Jayme hostage for nearly 3 months. Second, he didn't rule out the possibility of seeing a trial moved out of Barron County. Of course, that would take motion hearings from either the state or the defense. And third, he doesn't have any intention of having Jayme testify at trial, as of now anyway. The next court hearing is set for February 6th right here in Barron County. Live in Barron, Ben Jordan, today's TMJ4.
Yeah, still so hard to comprehend all of this. Thank you very much, Ben.
The criminal complaint in this case tells two stories. One is from the perspective of Jayme Closs, as she told investigators what happened to her. The other is from Jake Patterson, as he apparently confessed to these crimes. Let's walk you through what each of them had to say, starting with the night of October 15th, when Jayme told investigators she heard a dog barking and then saw a car coming up the driveway. She and her mother hid in the bathtub. They heard a gunshot that was fired through the door, killing her father. Patterson then got in the house, kicking down the bathroom door, had Jayme's mother tape her mouth shut, and then she was killed right there in the bathroom. Jayme was dragged away to the car and put in the trunk. At the cabin in Gordon, Jayme was hidden under a bed, at times forced to spend up to 12 hours a day there. She did try to escape twice, but she was hit and threatened with more violence if she did it again. On January 10th, Patterson was left alone for several hours, and she finally escaped for good. She walked toward a woman out walking her dog and said the following: "I'm Jayme Closs. I don't know where I am. He killed my parents. Please help. I want to go home." Then the apparent confession of Jake Patterson. It started prior to October 15th when he said he saw Closs getting on a school bus and, quote, knew she was the girl he was going to take. They had no prior contact before that. He attempted the kidnapping twice before, but was scared away by other cars in the driveway. On the night of October 15th, he removed the license plates from his car, put a stolen plate on the rear of the vehicle, turned off his headlights, and coasted up the driveway. He then walked to the front door dressed in dark clothes with gloves and a mask. The shells in the shotgun had been wiped clean of fingerprints and other DNA. He shot the father through the door, shot out the lock of the door, admitted to kicking down the bathroom door, and then killing Jayme Closs's mother there in the bathroom, dragging Jayme from the house. This is what's truly chilling about what happened that night. There was a 911 call made from the bathroom to police. Police were on their way. He passed them a mere 20 seconds after leaving the Closs family driveway. When he made it to the cabin in the Northwoods, he then burned his gloves and Jayme's clothes.